Hey guys, it's Candace. I'm going to start introducing myself in all of my videos now because why not? I feel like I have new people watching my videos all of the time, so I'm just going to start introducing myself in all of my videos. And if you don't like that, then well, that's just too bad for you. So, I want to give you guys a little update, first of all. So my last video, if you watched it, was the skin cancer awareness video. I actually did go to my doctor and I made an appointment, or I didn't make an appointment, I actually got him to refer me to a dermatologist. And so I have an appointment February 8th with a dermatologist. So keep good thoughts in your mind for me, please. Pray for me. Make sure that I am all good. Any help will help. Any help will help. Anything will help. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah. Okay. We get each other. This is going to be a quick story time on how I almost died in grade 3. Yeah. It was a terrifying, obviously, experience in my life that I will never forget. So let's just start out with, I was living in a little house. It was kind of weird, the area I was living in. I was pretty young. I was in grade 3. We already fucking established that. Okay, so I was in grade 3. At this point in time, my papa had just recently passed away, so my family was living in his little house at the time. My mom took over the house when my papa passed away, and so me, my sister, my dad, and my mom were living in this tiny little one-bedroom house for a little bit. That's not really relevant to the story, but I'll give you guys the details anyways, because I always fucking do that. I like to ramble and give more details than needed, so yeah. So we're living in this little house. It was in a nicer area, so there was like a lot of big houses around. It was kind of like on a main strip kind of road. And I haven't been in this area for years and years and years, so my memory's a little foggy. But yeah, so there's a lot of big houses around, and the nearest school was the school that I started going to, and it was probably, I don't really know. I feel like it wasn't that far away from my house, but because I was so young, it seemed like it was probably like 50 blocks away. But I was thinking it was closer than it was in my mind, because my mom would always just pick me up and drop me off from school. I never walked. But one day I decided at lunchtime that I was going to walk home for lunch. And my little self, for some fucking reason, didn't know how to cross a road in grade 3 properly. I didn't know to look for the green light and the little walking person symbol. I didn't know to look for that when you're trying to cross a busy ass fucking road. And so I decide I'm gonna go home for lunch and I'm just gonna walk my little ass to my house and everything's gonna be fine, and yeah. So I leave the school, I start walking, I get to this busy, I only had to cross one road to get to my house because the school was on like a corner here, and then I would walk this way, and then there was the busy intersection. So I'd have to cross that street and then go right, and all the way down that street was my house. There must have been no side streets in between because I don't remember crossing any other streets, or maybe just because they were side streets, they weren't important or scary. I don't know. Maybe I blacked out after that. I don't fucking know. But anyways, so I get to the corner intersection and I'm like a little worried because I was like, oh crap. There's a lot of fucking cars coming and going, and where I wasn't supposed to cross yet because there was cars fucking going this way and I'm trying to go that way. And so the coast looked clear from where I was at, but there was cars like waiting at the red light with me, so I couldn't really see past them. My little self in grade 3 couldn't see past the freaking cars to see if anyone was coming. And like I said, I didn't know to fucking check if I could go or not from, you know what the fuck I'm saying. And so I'm waiting. It seems like the coast is clear. I'm trying to look past the cars, but I can't really see. I didn't see anything. And so I try to go, took a couple steps onto the street, and this big, huge, black fucking truck whips. I fucking jumped or was able, like, it literally just fucking missed me. Like, I nearly had a fucking heart attack and I nearly died. Because it was like, I swear to God, this fucking close to me. If I would have taken one more step or two more steps out, I would have been squished like a fucking pancake. I'll tell you that much. And then there was people coming up. I don't remember if they, like, what happened with that, but then once they came up and I was able to go, because obviously I was scared shitless to fucking walk after that, so I just stood there forever until more people luckily came, and they were crossing the street too, so I was like, okay, it must be safe to go, so I was able to walk my little self, and it felt like I was walking for a fucking hour to get to my house. But yeah, that's the time that I almost got fucking squished by a fucking truck in grade 3. Because my dumbass didn't know how to fucking cross the street properly. So I've made sure to drill it in my son's head now, how you cross the street properly, because that shit scares the fucking shit out of me. I'm a really overprotective mom as it is, so he doesn't really even go out much without me. So he won't be in one of those situations, hopefully, ever. But yeah, I've drilled it into his head to frickin' know how to cross the street, since I almost fucking died from not knowing how to cross the street properly. And that is my story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel like my life literally flashed before my eyes. My little, how old are you in grade 3? 7? Yeah, 7, 8. My little 7, 8 years of life flashed before my eyes. And I'll never forget that moment, because it was fucking terrifying. I almost got mashed by a giant fucking truck because I'm dumb. And it's really weird because I never went home for lunch. Like, I always packed a lunch, or my mom always packed me a lunch or whatever. I don't know why I tried to go home for lunch that day, because I never did that. So yeah, I don't know. Really weird. But luckily, I'm alive and well. I didn't get mashed, obviously. So yeah, that's my quick little story time for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next one. I love you. Bye.